morning, St. Paul. I'm Emily Basola, and here are your morning announcements. With the entire cast
Monday,
of this
May
year's
3rd,
drama play,
2010,
please report to the
the Year
Comtech
4
room to get
homeroom-
their picture taken immediately in period 1.
On
Grad
Monday,
comments for inclusion with your yearbook grad photo are due next Wednesday, May 5th, 2010. Blank forms are available from the folder outside room 228 or from Mr. Deneen. Completed forms can be dropped off at the attendance office or to Mr. Deneen in room 228 or room 227.
On Monday, May 3rd, 2010, the Year 4 homeroom teachers will discuss and explain the concept of a valedictorian. The valedictorian will speak in keeping with the formality and the theme of the evening. The valedictorian must be able to speak well in front of an audience consisting of parents, guests, and peers, as well as dignitaries, including representatives from the Dufferin-Peel Catholic District School Board. Be prepared to work under the supervision of a staff advisor. Invest the time and effort necessary to organize his or her thoughts, reminiscences, and reflections while reviewing the highlights and appropriate memorable experiences which occurred while studying at St. Paul Catholic Secondary School. The required outcome will be a formal, well-written, memorized speech, 5 to 10 minutes in length. The speech itself should touch on the following: a greeting to the dignitaries, teaching faculty, parents, guests, and graduates. Highlight the positive or growth experiences shared by the graduating students throughout their time invested at St. Paul using anecdotes. A farewell to St. Paul, followed by a look ahead to the challenges faced by the graduates in the future. I look forward to a responsible process involving the selection of the valedictorian who will be addressing the graduating class, and wish you well in the selection process. It's just the nomination ballot that we're collecting right now, and make certain that your nominees qualify.
Students who would like to be on the Canadian Cancer Society's list for future volunteer duties should complete the form available in Student Services. This is a great way to be made aware of all opportunities to earn your community service hours, now and in the future.
Seems to have taken over your entire life. Not to mention, you're stressed and tired from all the schoolwork you have. So you keep on procrastinating, saying, well, I'll work out later today, maybe even tomorrow. Well, too bad. Now you have no excuses. Fitness Day, devoted to getting kids fit. There are so many activities like rock climbing, bowling, yoga, hip-hop, laser quest, ultimate frisbee, and so much more! So get off the couch and get fit for Fitness Day. Wow!
$5 fees and registration forms at the beginning of the period. The envelopes will be collected during period 1. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day of exciting fitness activities. The sooner you bring in your forms, the better your chance of getting your top choices. Students must fill in all 6 choices on their form. Students with no homeroom or students missing a form should go to the phys ed door and take their form from the file holder. And now for sports. The girls' soccer team was involved in the Turner Fenton Invitational Tournament. The girls went 5-0, winning the championship. It was a total team effort, with the girls scoring 25 goals and only giving up 1. The coaches could not have been more proud on how the girls represented themselves at St. Paul. The team played with integrity and sportsmanship throughout the day. A special thanks goes to Jova, Erica, Rebecca, Jacqueline, Sydney, and Martina for all of your hard work, girls. Teachers, please excuse the senior girls soccer team in period 4 for their away game against Gates. All junior badminton players will be leaving for the game at Port Credit after school today at 2:45. Please be changed and ready to board the bus in front of the school at 2:45. Bring a snack and water bottle with you. And now a word from Mr. Schmidt.
A good Friday morning to everybody here at St. Paul's. I need to use this opportunity to talk about 2 or 3 items that have been brought to my attention and I feel warrant some comment. First, though, is the opportunity to do some community hours. The people from Canadian Blood Services have contacted me again and will be offering students an opportunity to do some donation later in the month of May and in the month of June. So if you're interested, please take advantage of that. Now, traditions in our history come and go, and the important part of understanding certain traditions at different high schools is that sometimes they run their course, and maybe we have one or two at St. Paul's that I need to talk to everybody about seriously today. So I want everybody to hone in and pay attention to what I'm talking about. And particularly for parents, because we do not want parents to be enabling behavior that we don't consider appropriate. This school spends vast amounts of money offering students over the last at least 18 years a day near the end of the school year called variously Fitness Friday or Carnival Day. Vast amounts of money go in to do that day in a way that's befitting the student body. Now, we have at this point on Fitness Friday a vast array in the morning of events that students can go to. And I want to make it perfectly clear that if we don't pick up the numbers that have registered for this, we will have to look at whether there is any more Carnival or Fitness Day at St. Paul. Maybe it has run its course, and that's all right. New traditions develop, change occurs, and we move on. It is a tradition that does involve students doing something because they want to, but our school will not beg any student to do anything that it doesn't want to do when we're paying the money for it. So please read my lips very, very closely. I have no investment in keeping a tradition going on if students aren't going to participate. Remember, for $5 in the morning, which you must attend, you get an opportunity to do some fabulous things. In the afternoon with Carnival Day, here's some fabulous music with some bands here at St. Paul. But as I said, it's very important to understand this is for student benefit. Students don't want it, we move on. And that's okay, because lots of times traditions die through student apathy and disinterest and lack of engagement. Not a big deal. Maybe we need to find some different kinds of events, if so. It was a non-instructional day. It can go back to being an instructional day. I'm okay with that. But I did want you to know my thoughts, feelings, and wishes about it so that you get where we're coming from if it isn't present next year. So don't make any other plans on that day. Don't do real stupid stuff. Get here, take advantage of what St. Paul has to offer. We offer the best, and as our programming shows, students are taking advantage of a lot of that. Now, I want to make another comment about a world event that I do want to pay attention, because we are in a vastly swirling period of events that I want people to pay attention to. For those that haven't tuned in to the news, we have, unfortunately, one of the most potentially large environmental, ecological disasters looming that we have had for a long time. Please pay attention to the way in which, in the Gulf of Mexico, the oil rig that has gone down is now about to do some serious pollution to the entire coastal Gulf area. That is an area of wetlands and a deeply, deeply valuable ecological sanctuary. We are on the verge of making this a royal mess. And we have an obligation as a green school to be aware that these events ultimately will affect us. Please pay attention on the weekend. I would strongly urge you to use your time at Mass to pray that we can do something to mitigate this profound disaster we're about to observe if we can't do something right about it.